Hi, it's Brian Fields, amateur radio call sign W9CR, and I have a really short video. I'm actually doing it on my phone. I'm so irritated here that I don't even want to mess with doing it on the camera and having to edit. So I have something here I'm actually working on, and let me see if I can get a better view here of what's going on. I have that's the back of a DIU 3000 and a breakout cable here. This is going up to a stock Quantar, and well, I have another cable here. This is actually coming from a Cisco router. I have it jumpered to give carrier detect to the Cisco to get it going because it's a you can see here it's a there we go, it's a DCE cable. So one of the interesting things about the Cisco here is it's configured to do clocking, right? Okay. And you can configure the DIU here optionally to do clocking as well. And I'll show you the config here actually. This isn't the easiest thing to move around. See if it zooms in. Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry about that. So you see you have an option to do external or internal clocking, right? Well, generally you would select one side to be internal, one side to be external, because you want the clock. And what it would do, it would actually take when you set it up for internal clocking, it would take its clock and it would put it on the both receive and transmit lines. That's, it's the master when it's set to internal. You set the Quantar to external, everything's good. That's actually not the case in the world of Motorola here. I'm going to show a couple things here. Let's turn this a little bit so you can see. Okay, so I got my Regal set up here, and this is a great little thing. I got this at a Hamfest for so cheap it should have been criminal. I'm first going to show you the Cisco setup for clocking, and it's got standard RS-232, so it would be what is it? There's our receive clock. And it's, it's jumpered for carrier detect right now, you see. So there's our clock, 9.6. There's our transmit clock. Looks good. I don't have the ground on here, so you see it's not great, but it's plus and minus 20 volts peak to peak. Things scooching very good. I go over here to my Quantar, and okay. There's my Quantar's clock. Now, what this guy should do is it should be looping that clock and using that clock. The Quantar should be sending that clock on the other pin as well. I go to the other pin. It's configured for internal clocking. It's not sending the damn clock. So, in Motorola's parlance, I reconfigured the DIU to use an internal clock, actually. Actually, I bridged the clock between both of them, because you should be using one clock on this, not two free-running clocks that are independent. I configured it for internal clocking as well, and you can see the slight difference in the frequency there of the clocks. I could set up both of these at the same time. But what this means is you have to set both sides to internal clocking if you want them to talk to each other. It will not send its clock down the receive line to clock the receiver or clock the transmitter if it's set to internal or external. That makes no sense. This is stupid. This is about 5 or 6 hours of me wondering why in the hell I can't get this thing to talk to a Quantar. So if this happens again to somebody, you know what it is. This is again, so let me take that off there. I'll show one last thing here. Let me do this from here. I got too much stuff around here. So there's the Quantar. You can see it's a stock card, V24. It's online now that I have jumpered the clocking around. That is monumentally stupid. So that's what the issue was. And if you run into this and you're trying to connect a DIU 3000 to a Quantar, you need to have both sides set for internal clocking or jumper it internally. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that's all for now. I'll see you guys later. This is Brian Fields, amateur radio call sign W9CR 73s.